Hello, YouTube. This is Apostle Eda. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. This is Monday, as above, so below. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your patience with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you that thought it not in robbery to be here with me on tonight. It is definitely Astro Day, Moon's Day. I also want to thank each and every one of you that have been subscribing to my YouTube page, as well as my TikTok and also Facebook, and also to my Patreon family. Thank you as well. I really appreciate each and every one of you that are joining us on tonight. We thank for those that have been faithfully coming in. Al Marie Taurus, all right. Mother Susan, Gemini, all right. Jelly Sweets, Gemini, thank you so much. Brother Mario, Capricorn. All right, we got Al Marie Taurus. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I want to apologize to many of you. All right, I love you. I want to apologize to some of you guys, but as a Sagittarian, and my grandmother also made this mistake. A lot of times we be covering people and make people look a lot better, smarter, more efficient than what they really are. And so therefore the expectation is a lot far greater than it needs to be. And I want to apologize for. All right, Trey Ruffin, Ely, all right, Cancer in the house. Thank you so very, very much. I kept saying I wasn't going to do some of the things she did, but I found myself doing some of these same Sagittarian traits. I want to say thank you and to each and every one of you guys. I want to say hello first to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo. Thank each and every one of you guys for being here with us on tonight. And I want to talk about something that I feel like will very, very much help each and every one of you guys. And I want to share, I want to talk about a particular holy stick called Palo Santo. And the reason why I want to talk about Palo Santo is because I was thinking about a lot of things that when I try to give you guys information, it is also that it help you. All right, T. Carter, Scorpio in the house. Kimberly Peoples, Pisces, and Antoinette Lampkin, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to share something about this particular holy stick that I think that is very much underestimated. Jamaica Willis, Leo in the house. Thank you so much. And I want to share some information about this holy stick because it is widely underestimated of its abilities, provided the fact that you know how to. All right, Kimberly Dawkins, Cancer, thank you for joining us, hon. I want you guys to realize that I wrote it down here to make sure I didn't forget. I have the Palo stick. I have also the Palo oil. And I also have the Palo incense. Now, I also will prepare a candle. But my point is I want to talk about this particular, those that ordered this, those that utilize this particular. All right, Andrew Sagittarian, those that use this this particular energy. First of all, Palo is ruled by Venus and Mercury. Both planets operate through this particular energy of Palo Santo. Also, it is an air element as well as a water element. So you have this Palo Santo has a dual nature where black sage, blue sage, white sage, ruled by Jupiter. Palo Santo has a dual nature. A lot of times, most people try to burn this, and I want to explain it to you in this aspect. A lot of people go and purchase stuff off of Line, and they go to different botanicals or wherever you get their stuff from, right? And they feel that they're going to be able to, even though this removes negativity, this brings protects against from misfortune. It brings success. It brings wealth. It brings protection. It removes obstacles. It has a lot of qualities because it's ruled by Venus and Mercury. It also stimulates the mind, clears mental blockages. But this is what's going on in the spiritual community. A lot of people are buying nunchucks and feeling like once they buy the nunchucks, they're going to be spiritually become Bruce Lee. If you don't know what you're doing and you're just buying stuff, you're just creating a smell good, okay? it is so important to really understand, even though we bring these products to you guys, that make sure that you're in a place where you can either bless this stuff or you have somebody to activate these particular sticks for you. The reason why I want to talk about this tonight is because we want to talk about better a young fool than an old fool. All right, Brother Johnny. All right, a Fiona Aquarius, and then we got Hardcore Aquarius. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, a lot of times when it comes down to spirituality, there's a benefit of being young. There's a benefit of being a newbie. There's a benefit of just starting out into something because you're supposed to be learning. But there is an illusion going on in the spiritual community that everybody can do everything. Everybody has the same talents and abilities to do everything. A lot of times, a lot of you guys are so busy trying to tell somebody else how to drive that you ain't watching what you're supposed to be doing. You're so busy watching what other people are supposed to be doing, in your opinion, but then your eyes are not on the road for yourself. In this life, you will learn how and why it is important for you to be paying attention to what God has purposed you for. And so when your time is up the bat, while you yelling and screaming and saying what should be going on the field, make sure that when you up to bat that you are ready to play ball. Okay? Now we're going to start here. It's 1 Timothy, the 5th chapter, the first verse through the second verse. 1 Timothy the 5th chapter, verses 1 through 2. And this is what it says. Rebuke not an elder, but entreat him as a father, and the younger men as brethren, and the elder women as mothers, and the younger women as sisters, with all purity. Now the reason, all right, Ash Dawkins, thank you so much for joining us. The reason why I want to explain this from a physical perspective and going into a spiritual perspective, because if you don't understand the role of being a mother, you're not going to understand the role of Oshun or spirits that are ruled by the moon. The moon is considered your moon sign, as well as spirits that operate by the influence of the moon. You're not going to understand mother. You're not going to. All right, Angela Mathis, how you doing, sweetheart? All right, Pisces in the house. The purpose that a mother is there to nurture, to guide, to instruct, to give her experience, to give feminine energy, to protect, to instill, to teach. These are, when we talk about the moon, when we talk about the ocean, when we talk about rivers, when we talk about the earth, these are all, we talk about Mother Nature. These are all aspects spiritually that if you don't understand the role of a physical mother, it's going to be very hard for you to understand the role of a spiritual mother. And the Bible is saying here that there is a purpose of you being an aged woman. There's a purpose of you being an aged man. There's the purpose of you being a young man or a young woman. And they say the young man and the young woman, you call him or her brother and sister. But when it comes to those that are aged, these are our elders. See, some of us don't take pride in getting older. We don't take pride in acting our age. Now, if y'all look at here a little bit, I got some gray in there. But even though I don't put no just for men, because I've lived my life and I'm still going to live my life. And I realize that my gray represents something in my life, my experience. Being older does not mean you don't have to be young at heart. It's the same thing when it comes to spiritual. The reason why a lot of us do not enjoy the benefits of feminine energy or masculine energy is because we lack the understanding of the roles of each person that has gotten to a certain place spiritually. All right, Sister Jackie, Tara's in the house. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, darling. Masculine energy and feminine energy is when you're dealing with ancient wisdom. A lot of people don't realize when I hear me say something, the older your magic is, or the older your soul is, or the older your energy is the stronger your energy is and the more advanced it is. This is why you hear people say, oh, that child's an old soul. That is somebody that was born with a very ancient wisdom, a very ancient spirit, an old spirit. Even in cemetery work, the older the spirit is, the better the working. This is why I like to go to old cemeteries that are just, that people been there for eons. Because the older the spirit is, the more that spirit has seen. But also, that spirit has also been out of touch with the physical world for a very long time. So there's pros and cons to that. I want to make sure I say that. Make sure that as you go into your spiritual walk as Capricorn, as Leo, as Sagittarian, as Leo, as Scorpio, that you're actually learning. And you're learning from your experiences. So therefore, when you become an elder or a mother or a father, that you understand the power of your position and your level of influence. Even spiritually, when I go to the waters, I go to the mothers, I go to the elders. When I go to the cemetery, I go to the elders, I go to the mothers. Doesn't mean that younger people or younger spirits don't play a part in spirituality. They do. But I want you to understand why it is important for you to understand your positioning as an elder in the community, as an elder in the church, as an elder in Ifa, as an elder in Voodoo, as an elder in Santeria, as an elder in any ATR, and as an elder even in Christianity. It is a powerful position because of your experience. Now, it goes on. Let me show y'all this. Proverbs, the 20th chapter. A lot of times, the Bible said, Paul was saying to Timothy, let no man despise your youth. A lot of people do not realize that a lot of things that I have learned came from elders. It did not come from watching YouTube. It did not come from TikTok. It didn't come from reading books. It actually came from people that were very old and old in the craft, old in in understanding of how things went. I do a lot of stuff, as they say, the old time way. I do a lot of stuff from scratch because I understand nature, because I was taught by the elders. So a lot of times people have gotten in trouble because they look at my age and then realize they were dealing with an old soul. Proverbs, the 20th chapter. I almost say, if you have it, say amen. That's what I say when I'm in church. Proverbs 20:29. It said, the glory of a young man is their strength, and the beauty of old men is their gray hair. I want us to understand something. I ain't telling nobody what to do because that's not what I'm here. I'm telling you when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to understanding why we go to certain things, and you say, well, Apostle Ela, why are you at the river? Apostle Ela, why are you at the ocean? These are the ancient. These are the primordial mothers. When you work with the moon, these are the energies that are ancient. And if you don't take out time to understand that, then what I'm saying today is better a young fool than an old fool. There are certain things as a young person you're going to, I ain't going to say get away with, but people are going to have an understanding that when you're young in something or you're a babe in something, people are going to give you certain graces. But when you have been doing something long enough, that they're not going to give you those graces. They're not going to allow you to continue on operating and allowing you to get away with certain things or giving you a pass. I'm going to use that word, giving you a pass on things when you've been in that position long enough to know how to be effective. You understand? There are certain reasons why God have chosen certain people to be in certain position. And a lot of times people get upset with me because I'm very repetitive. I say things over and over. Let me explain why. Just because you heard something does not mean you have the full understanding what is being said. When I first heard, if you make your bed hard, you got to sleep in it, I was really young. I feel like, okay, I understood that. And then when I got out here in life, as I got older and as I experienced certain things, even I started understanding that I really didn't get what was being said. I heard what was being said and I can articulate it. I can regurgitate what was said to me. But if I had really understood it, there's certain things that I was doing, I wouldn't be doing it, because I would realize I was making my bed hard. They also have this other thing that they used to say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you cannot make a person drink it. How many times, if we had really understood that we still would not be out here trying to get somebody to do something for themselves, whether it was good for them or not. If we really understood, you can't make nobody do nothing. I even came to the point of my wisdom and understanding that some people would rather drown by the water than to actually drink it. They refuse to accept what is good for them. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, they're still not going to do it. And this is what I'm trying to get a lot of you guys. If you get into spirituality, these are spiritual laws were set up for a purpose. Try that up, Apostle. I think I meant to say that. I got you. Say that. But I want you to understand that there were things set up for our personal benefit. But a lot of times when it comes to spirituality, a lot of you guys do spiritual work last or second, then first going spiritually and getting a reading or getting some type of divination done or some type of insight so you would know how to approach your problems or your circumstances. The purpose of being young is to have strength. But if you are, when I was younger, I was under the tutelage of older people. And so I benefited from a lot of my strength when I was younger because I had older people guiding me. Even if you are a type of person, you young in spiritual practice, or you just started in spiritual practice, it is such a great benefit for you to allow somebody that is truly an elder, that you actually see some type of evidence behind their life that you can respect, and then allow that person or persons to guide you in that particular said craft or practice. This is very, very important. A lot of you guys, when people are telling you certain things, you have to understand at a certain age, we stop talking. I told my son, older son is here. I told them when they turned 16, and this is what I mean by a lot of you guys have gotten cheated, especially if you did not get it from home. If you didn't get home training and you didn't have certain principles, there are certain things that you struggle with because you don't have certain mannerism or expectations, or you don't expect to be able to have to do certain things because when you came up, you did what you wanted to do. Or you, like I came outside, I can't wait till I get grown. Boy, did I find out it ain't what I thought it was. Home training, I told my kids at 16, I'm no longer chastising you physically. Because at that point, I started realizing that what I'm really teaching my children is that the only way that they're going to do what they're supposed to do, somebody got to be standing over them, or somebody got to be threatening them, or somebody got to be physically putting their hands on them. And violence is not how you want to lead your household. In order to be a man, there's certain things I had to learn, and I had to open myself to. There's certain things that I had to realize that I had to be fashioned in. And so when I began to practice my spirituality, I realized that a lot of things that I was learning and I had learned was also applicable to me spiritually. A man should say what he mean and mean what he said. A woman should lead by her honor and her dignity and her respect. There are certain things that you have to understand that Mama Wata or Mama Oshun or Mama Yemiya. There's so many. Oya is still a mother of the cemetery. Some of them call her mistress. A lot of times when it comes to spirituality, guys, I really think that a lot of you guys lack maturity. And what you don't realize is that how you, for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. And it is important that you understand the spiritual laws and why things are set up that way. When I was telling you guys about Palo Santos, if you understand that Mother Nature, the nurturing, you would have a different aspect of how you would look at this particular incense or this particular wood. Now, I do have this one right here. I don't sell it. What I do is I'm going to burn some of that. I want to read this to you so you'll get a better understanding what I'm talking about tonight. I believe that wisdom is better than strength. And if you allow people that have wisdom to guide your strength, you will be more successful in your life. There are certain roadblocks you won't have. There are certain obstacles I was able to get through because I had been raised and instructed by elders. And I have respected those laws and those teachings. They were set up there for my safety. I used to think when I was young, I had to tell everything I saw. I learned. No, don't tell nobody what you see. Don't tell them everything. Now, Palo Santo is ruled by Gemini, Virgo, and Aquarius. Palo Santos. The chakras that it rules are the sacred, the heart, and the crown. Now, the properties that this particular wood has is helps guys to help clear your mind during meditation. Those that have anxiety. All right, Cancer in the house, Monique. Those that have anxiety or it banishes stress. Those that are on job, those that have run their business. Palo Santos is excellent for using to remove anxiety and stress. Now, another one it does clearing harmful energies from people, places, and things. I'm going to say that again. Harmful energy is different from negative energy. A lot of us that are learning spirituality, all we think about, move to negative. No, just like a car battery. The car cannot jump without the positive and negative charge. Harmful energy is even whether somebody with positive energy have a negative intention. Even somebody that has negative energy can have a positive intention. Y'all need to understand that. All harmful energy. Then you have Palo Santo is also a connection intensifier. It helps you attune your body to the vibration of the universe. This is when you hear people say, as above, so below. Palo Santo will help you create an attunement or a connection with the frequency, which is your crown chakra. This is why you see certain people cover their head because they're trying to protect their aura. But when you're doing readings for people, you're tapping into, you got to be able to have your antennas open so you can pick up the signal, whether it's from the ancestors, whether it's from the spirits, the angels, or whatever. But Palo Santo, once again, and you should have understood that because it's also ruled by Mercury. All right. It is also creativity enhancer. All of you guys that writing books, doing movies, doing speeches, prayers. My son is really, really, really good at using his creativity to utilize some of my products in some very ingenious ways. The point is that it can be utilized in a very different way if you open your mind and listen at people that are experienced utilizing these products. You can't get all this stuff on YouTube. No master is going to teach everything, okay? Then it is also a universal love catalyst, which means it initiates universal love. The vibration of energy around you to the highest point of universal love. It also works with luck. Palo Santo. Now think about when you think about working with sage, right? Working with sage versus working with Palo Santo. Look at the different ways that you could utilize this particular Palo if you activate it. If you know how to activate it. Let me tell y'all something. Just placing this in your hand does not give it enough power to do the work. Now, some of you have burnt Palo Santos before and it smells good. I'm talking about what happens because I'm trying to explain to you all the things that's supposed to be able to manifest that's in your sacred space using Palo Santos. If that is not happening, then you did not activate it. You prayed over it. And it has a little energy. You have to awaken this thing where it is a living force and it is able to operate and accomplish all these variations in this working. Then we have, I told you guys about luck. Now I'm going to say this. Think about this. Medical properties. Anti-cancer, antioxidant. It is antiseptic, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial. It also treats against colds, allergies, and flus. Reduces anxiety, depression, trauma, stress. Everybody saying they burning Palo Santo while you're stressed. It reduces inflammation, repels mosquitoes, and stimulates the immune system. Think about all these things that if you were really activating this Palo, if you really had that particular oil blessed, I've anointed people in my church with Palo Santo, and I've watched the energy of their energy change because I know what it does. But a lot of you guys, you want people to tell you every single thing that something does. Study to show yourself approved. When I used to go to my spiritual dad and I say, well, what does this do? He said, go look it up. I thought he was being mean. I realize now what he was doing. He was getting my mind to learn how to think. If a lot of you, let me explain something. If everybody doing everything for you, you're never going to learn how to think. Right now, most of us cannot even remember most of us our phone number, no less somebody else's phone number, because everything is in the computer. So now you don't have to use your brain. Remember, the less you use your brain is the less that you're able to utilize the actual instrument that God gave you in order to contact the nature, contact the spirit world, contact universal spirits, entities outside of self. But everybody that teaches you in any ATR also going to explain to you, you need as the individual to learn your own personal energy, your own personal ass shape, what kind of talents you have, what kind of talents you don't have, what kind of skills you have, what kind of skills you don't have. Some of you guys, you talk yourself in a blessing, you talk yourself out of a blessing. Some of you guys operate from intuitive. If your intuition is off, then you're going to mess up everything. You got to have certain principles that guide your spirit. You got to have certain foundations that you stand on. You have to have certain people in your life that can tell you the truth when you are in error. These are all the things that I have led up to my successes in my own personal life. I have trials and tribulation just like everybody else. But I overcome them because of the teachings and the instructions that I was given when I was yet young while I was learning my craft. And when you hear me use the word craft, I'm just talking about my spirituality. That's all it is. Craft is nothing but your skill set. Okay? Now, let me just make sure. The reason why I'm saying once again, better to be young. When you get to a certain age, I'm 48, about to be 49. My sons are in their 20s. And they're getting a lot of guidance with their spirituality. A lot of you guys have gotten into your 30s and 40s with bad behavior. I promise you it's going to affect your spiritual walk. The way you think, how you perceive the world is going to affect your spiritual walk. You know why? Because energy follows thought. And if you are operating in a certain pattern and you're not trying to break those patterns, you're going to also do those same patterns when it comes to your spiritual walk. We are creatures of habit. And you have to go watch the movie Avatar. You got to understand, you're controlling this vessel from a subconscious place. And how you... Yes, please like and share on the video. Everyone that's watching the video, please like and share. I appreciate that, Brother Mario. I'm trying to give some basic knowledge tonight because this is what cancer is all about. That mothering spirit. Let me tell y'all something. Just like a mother can make you, a mother can break you. If you don't understand that Cancerian energy, that feminine energy, and that lunar energy, or that astral energy, that as Baphomet is the astral light. That is Cancer. If you don't understand the moon in all of its phases, then how are you going to really practice your spirituality? How are you going to understand what it is? What's the influence? Why is it that we all done say, oh, mama ain't in a good mood today? Don't try it. Because we understand the emotion. We understand the vibration, the frequency. My mom used to be able to look at me and without saying a word, I knew what she meant and I know what she meant me to do. Okay? You got to understand that the candle, these objects carry a vibration, a frequency. And when you can learn how to tap into that and you understand the process or the flow, because that's the water sign, right? You got to understand the flow. If the water is too rough, it'll throw your boat over. All you that are not emotionally in control, I want you to think about if you were out on the ocean and the waves of that ocean was out of control. It doesn't matter how you built your ship. Because the emotions, when they get out of control, they could tip your ship from the front, from the back, or to the side. Because waves can move according to different vibrations and frequency. And depending on what happened, you're in trouble. This is why self-discipline is important. This is why meditation. This is why study. This is why you got to anchor yourself. The Bible says in Psalm 1 that you're a tree planted by the rivers of living water. Please be advised. It is so much better to be a young fool than an old fool. You do not want to be out in these streets 35, 40, 45, 50, making the same decisions, moving in the same way you did when you was in your 20s. That means you're not learning. If you are still responding like you are when you were in high school or when you're fresh out of your parents' house, that's a problem, especially when it comes to spirituality. It's just the truth. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people done got in a lot of mess because they wouldn't listen. A lot of people right now are calling me, emailing me, because they in trouble. They out here doing stuff spiritually, and they have gotten themselves in a mess. Being stretched, being confirmed, going to the cemetery, crossroad, none of that makes any of us all powerful. We all have a measure. According to the scripture, Jesus Christ, Yahshua, was the only one that had the spirit without measure. Everybody else has it with a measure. When you're out in these streets, make sure that you are a sober-minded man or a woman. This real talk. This is what real love is. When somebody is correcting you, that's when you say thank you. Because anytime another grown man or an elder or grown woman or elder talking to you, you have to say this, that they really don't have to tell me that because I'm grown. At the end of the day, they don't have to experience that. I will. Anytime somebody stops you and say, listen, this right here, this going to cause you some problem. I got upset with my mom because she used to say I was so gullible. But she was right. I have been overly good to a lot of people and it caused me a lot of problems. I have to find a balance with my behavior. I have to find a balance with wanting to help people. I have to find a balance. Like a lot of people, I got some people like, I'm not giving nothing for free. I'm not doing that. I give enough away for free. One of the things that a lot of you guys have to understand, I know where I'm going. I know what God has called me to do. I am telling you, if you're going to get into this line of working, and if you're going to be able to resolve people's problems, you're going to have to be able to resolve your own. You're going to have to be able to be consistent. Because what's going to happen is you're going to see, just like you see a lot of people when they get older, they don't have certain things that they need because they messed up when they were young. Spiritually, it's the same way. Spiritually, it is exactly the same way. A lot of people out here doing stuff that they personally don't want to do, but they ain't ready for life. They're not ready. They out here got to do certain things that may be against their moral compass. But because they got bills to be paid, they doing it. They're messing with people that they really don't want to mess with. But because they didn't do what they were supposed to do when they were young, while they had strength, the older you get, the wiser you're supposed to get. You're not just supposed to be getting older in birthday years. You're supposed to be taking the experiences that you've had in order for you to be able to see stuff before it gets started. See, I'm at a point right now. I was never like this when I was younger. I was never like this. I was a very confrontational person. I was very confrontational. Right now, I use this thing. I give a dog enough rope to hang themselves. When I was young, I wasn't like that. And I would address any situation. I was just all over the place. And it made me look like I didn't know what I was doing. It made me look like I was thin skin. It made me, all right, Harriet Capricorn, it made me look like I was unsure of myself because I thought I had to run down every lie somebody said. I thought I had to address everything somebody said. Now I learned how to play chess. I've been playing this and doing this for a very long time now. When you get out here in these spiritual streets, so to speak, you will learn why you need to let certain things play out. If that was me or you, Judas would have never got us to the cross because we would have straightened Judas. Soon as God revealed to us he was going to betray us, all that other part of the Bible would have never got written. A part of that wisdom is understanding that certain things have to play out. A part of that wisdom is to understand everybody don't need to know what you know. A part of that wisdom is realizing that everybody don't want to see you win. And right now, I am growing in my ministry around and I already know who don't want to see me go. I want anybody that's following me to please understand. I know the difference between somebody accidentally doing something, unintentionally doing something, unintentionally complicating my situation, than somebody intentionally doing something. Huh? Let me explain you the theory behind giving a dog enough rope to hang themselves. The old people say it like this. It's nothing better when they do it to themselves. When somebody hang themselves by the lie they told, when somebody hang themselves by the ditch they dug, when they hang themselves by the seed they sowed, they can't blame nobody. Your hands ain't nowhere in the pot. Because when you're trying to grow, you don't need to be out there in every mess that's going on or somebody stirring up. Because you need to know, you need to look like that you're able to deal with adversity. You need to be able to look like you know how to deal with certain scandals. Okay? Real talk. I have been at this a very long time. And I have, as when I was young in this, I made a lot of mistakes. I trusted people. I did things for people I had no business doing. I'm telling you, when people have taken my kindness for a weakness, and I actually put myself in situations, call myself helping, and I was not helping people, I was enabling people to continue to be lazy, to continue to be sorry. I wanted them healed more than they wanted to be healed. I wanted them to prosper more than they wanted to prosper. I wanted them not to be a fool more than they didn't want to be a fool. Are you understanding? Everybody can't be on top, y'all. That's what I'm learning. In my wisdom and the things that I have learned in my spiritual practices, I set up traps for fools to walk in. Y'all hear me? Stop blaming people. At a certain age, you have to take responsibility. At a certain age in your life, you have to take accountability for the things that you speak out your mouth, by the prayers you pray, by the reversals you do. Take accountability for the things you have set in motion. Be man or woman enough to know and say, this is what I did and this is why I'm dealing or suffering with some of the things that I'm doing. Huh? Just because I'm divorced does not mean I'm not dealing with the ramification of my divorce. Because it still affected my children. Huh? It also affected my influence. My children trust me, but guess what? If I had really lived my life the way that I was taught to live my life, I wouldn't have 3 kids from 3 baby mamas. If I had listened to some of the things that were told to me, I wouldn't have got certain pains in my life, but I didn't listen because I thought I knew. Huh? Huh? I was moving too fast. My spiritual dad kept saying, slow down, slow down. You got time, slow down. That's a lot of some of y'all hear me telling y'all to do that. You got time? Because I done been there rushing. I done been there trying to move too fast. Trying to prove a point that I had something. You don't have to prove nothing to nobody because your gift, sir and ma'am, will make room for you. All right, gorgeous. My other Scorpio is in the house. Your gift will make room for you. This is why you should be proud to be a mother. This is why you should be proud to be a father. Because of your experiences. Not only naturally, but spiritually. The purpose of you being young is to learn from those that have gone on. That have, come on here, somebody. Ownership. All right, T. Carter. Ownership. And what happens is, what people don't realize about me, you can't tear me down because I built my reputation, like my spiritual dad told me, slow and steady. And now that my reputation is at a certain place, now I can make certain moves. There are certain people I remember before I moved into this house. And I didn't realize this at the time. I want to really break this down to y'all. I didn't realize it at the time. I knew what I was making. I knew I could always afford to buy the house that I'm living in now. But my kids were at a certain age, and I wanted to be financially free where I could, if my sons needed certain things or my kids needed certain things, that I would be financially available for them. Right? And while I'm going through this process, not going out here doing what I really want to do, I was making sacrifices, being a father and a parent. But people were saying that, oh, he's stuck in that house. And it was still, I still had a 4-bedroom house. It just wasn't a brand new house. It needed work on it, but it was mine. But you'll be surprised of the other people that are immature, that's even old, that are out there telling people it is better to rent than to own. I tell people, you got to crawl before you walk. I told one young lady, I'm still confused to this day. How are you going to go and buy a house when you don't know how to pay your bills? You don't know how to pay your bills in full. That don't make no sense to me. You're asking for a problem. You're asking for trouble. If you cannot be consistent over a car payment that's only 5 years, how are you going to be consistent over a mortgage that's 15 or 30? Explain that to me. If you can't run your own house, how are you going to run a spiritual house? If you can't keep your own house happy, how are you going to keep a church happy? This is the reason why we are mothers and fathers in this work. I realize a hard head make a soft behind. I remember my mom telling me, I can't tell you the sky blue. I can't tell you Duke is stink. Maturity is a choice. You can choose to listen. You can choose not to listen. The Bible says slow to speak and swift to hear. But most of us are swift to speak and slow to hear. What are you doing in your life that is complicating your life? Because if you're doing it in your life, you're going to do it in other people's life. Are you being sufficient in your own life right now? Are you listening to the mothers and the fathers? Are you watching the wisdom? Are you listening? The Bible says she's crying in aloud. Because a lot of you guys, you think that you're going to learn this stuff really quick. And I'm telling you, a lot of you going to get hurt. Because there's so much to learn. And the more I learn, the more I realize what I don't know. That's wisdom. To think you know it all is dangerous. To think you done read it all, saw it all, is dangerous. Because there's somebody somewhere that knows something you ain't never heard before. Huh? You snooze, you lose, I preach. Remember this, as you grow spiritually, you're dealing with masculine energy, you're dealing with feminine energy. Mother is the moon, father is the sun. I got a father in my church, Brother Johnny. I got a mother in my church, Mother Susan. I got brothers and sisters. These are younger people. But I'm an elder. And I've been doing this. I didn't start 2 days ago. I didn't start this 10 days ago. I didn't start this 15 years ago. I've been doing this since I was a kid. And I learned up on the other elders. And I have been grossly underestimated. Because I don't come with the drama. I'm telling you guys, when it comes down to what's going on right now and where our ministry headed, I need everybody on deck. I need those that are going to support. Those that ain't going to support, don't worry about them. I know how to roll over people. If I want somebody going out my life, I've been divorced twice. I know how to get rid of people. But I also did this as a mistake. When something is meant for you to go through, I don't care how I used to speak certain things out of my life. People come in my life, I speak them out of my life, and another person will show up. Because if there's something meant for you to deal with and learn from, whatever behavior they have, and God intends for you to learn from that person, they're going to show back up another version of them. I learned that. So just being gifted and being anointed and know how to hot foot people or pray people out your life, all that's good and dandy, but you're going to see it again. Listen to the wisdom. You better slow down. You better slow down and start listening to your elders. You better start realizing that you don't know what you think you know. And I'm going to give you some more wisdom. Stop trying to run somebody else's life. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Let the heart do what it's supposed to do. Let the lungs do what it's supposed to do. Let the ears do what they're supposed to do. Let the eyes do that. We all jointly fit together in this thing called the gospel. If you're in the church. Same thing go if you're in the ATR. There's rules and regulations set up for your safety. I admonish you, sir and ma'am, to do so. Listen to the mothers. Listen to the fathers of this craft. When I told you guys watch some of these old coons, I didn't say everybody was like that. I told you to look at their character. If somebody's still doing foolery in their 50s, they ain't for the change. Because at a certain age, you're supposed to put that stuff aside. The Bible says when I was a child, I behaved as a child, I spake as a child. There are certain things I don't want to be caught doing when I got a 29-year-old son. I'm 49, and me and him acting just alike. That means I ain't grown up. Only thing I got is I got older. Me and my older son should not be addressing situations in the same manner because I'm supposed to be more experienced. I'm supposed to have a deeper way of looking at things because of my experience. All right. I hope this helped because it's coming from a real place. I don't expose everything because I learned it don't take all that. When I was new into this and I got in the church, I prophesied to everybody, telling everybody business. Just all I did, prophesy. It made people didn't even want to be around me because they were so scared about what I saw. I learned that it's not good to let your left hand know what your right hand do. I learned to watch people that are close to you. Because the ones that are far from you can't hurt you. It's always going to be the ones up under you. That's just wisdom. Don't mean that I'm running around here looking for a problem. But you always watch people that's up under you. All right, Miss Monique, my cancer. Thank you for the donation. Let me tell y'all something. This wisdom right here is golden. You can take it or not. But if you're trying to grow and you're trying to last out here in these streets, you better adhere to these mothers. I had some old coons teach me. I had some old men teach me. They showed me some tricks to the trade. And I've never disclosed it. On time, I'm going to disclose that. And when I'm on my way out of here, and I'm going to get that to my children. If you want me to read for you tonight, Cash App $20. You want me to burn? Oh, no, I can't burn no incense for you. Because now we putting out incense. We're getting ready for the holidays. Let me say this, guys. It's easy to be outside looking in and assuming that you know better. It is another thing when you're sitting in that seat. I'm going to say that again. When you are the head, you have to make decisions that affect everybody. It's easy for the one that's not sitting in that seat to say what they'll do until they get into that seat. There's a lot of things that when I was not in that position, I did it too. That's why I can be honest with you. I know what you're doing. If I had your power, if I had your position, I do. Yeah, you saying that now until you are in that position. Until it costs you. Until it affects you. Because remember, even though Apostle Ely is a powerful man of God, I do not want certain karma, a certain energy falling on my children and my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, because I decided to move out of time, because I decided to do something because I wanted to be petty. See, there are a lot of these young witches and young Santo and Hugon and all the young people, they doing a whole lot of stuff. They don't realize down the road, you setting your children up. You setting your grandchildren up. You doing it because you young. You think it's about showing your power. But you also setting certain things into motion that somebody gonna have to deal with. And even if you get by, your children ain't. All right? Got you. T. Carter wants a reading. Thank you. Monique is first? Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Take the wisdom. It's for free. I've been there, done that. There's a commercial out there that says you can learn a lot from a dummy. I done been dumb. I'm not trying to be dumb at 50. I'm burn this 7 chakra incense. And let me tell y'all something. I also want to thank T. Carter and other ones because y'all don't just... My dreams are... I want to thank you guys because a lot of you guys, even though you do support me for buying products and getting readings and other work, a lot of you guys cash at me just for support. And I want you to know, I want to acknowledge that. And I want to thank you guys for that because it puts me in positions to actually enhance what I'm trying to do out here. And I want you to know personally from Apostle Ely, I appreciate you. And I thank you for that, that type of support because a lot of other spiritualists, they're not getting that. And so I do acknowledge the level of support that I do have. All right. We're going to read from Monique the Cancer first, and then we're going to go to T. Carter. All right, let me light this. I don't want y'all out here in these streets, and I have a lot of powerful spirits with me, and having protection does not stop you from making bad decisions and getting you in trouble. Thank you so much. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light. Show me what is going on in the dark concerning this cancer. Monique the Cancer, Monique the Cancer. Esa. Nedidio Kosaya. Monique the Cancer. Edadabosaya. Monique the Cancer. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Show me what is it that this cancer needs to be paying attention to. Ebasa. Rabashe. Nedidiosaya. What is it that this cancer needs to be paying attention to? Hear my words, fulfill my desire. All right. One more time, I hear you. All right. Cancer. Monique the Cancer. Your first card, Cancer. Heaven on earth. Yud Zion Lamed. I ignite the light of the Messiah within myself, within others, and throughout the planet. The concept of heaven on earth becomes conceivable and achievable. This is talking about paying attention to the things that you are trying to achieve, paying attention to the light within yourself, understanding that lunar energy. This is what they want you to really be understanding, the phases of that moon, because this is Cancer. For this to come up in a Cancer, this is talking about lunar energy, being illuminated, mothering energy. Then your middle card, I almost turned that way. Monique, it says the big picture. And this is your present card. This is what's going on now. It says Aleph Nun Yud. It says this name raises my awareness of long-term effects of all my actions. And I gain the ability to see the spiritual challenge in every moment before they become a foundation of chaos and crisis. Being aware in this intuitive nature right here, especially with a Cancer, by this is talking about self-awareness. Make sure that you are being self-aware. aware of what's going on in the actions that you're taking. Realize that there are spiritual challenges. It is not personal, but you need to look at it from a spiritual perspective and nip stuff in the bud before they become chaos and crisis. Now, I also, before you go to bed tonight, make sure that you read Psalm 27, because this is talking about revealing. Okay? Read Psalm 27, and then your outcome card, it's the death of death. This card came up again. It says, Nun Yud Tav. I now focus my attention and meditate on total conviction and certainty upon the absolute demise of the angel of death once and for all. This card coming from paying attention to illumination of your spiritual light, which is inside, which is lunar. Then talking about your spiritual challenges that you're dealing with, making sure that you get up on stuff before it gets out of control. I would encourage you to 27, but also Psalm 112 and 113 for your finances. Before your outcome card is stay focused, meditate with your convictions, be certain to deal with the angel of death. Okay? T. Carter. Berna, Ralph, Scorpio. I got my Scorpios in the house. You bought your moon. Okay. Right on task. Confirmation. Make sure you keep working with your money candles and stuff. Monique the Cancer. Get in much as position as you can. Because that outcome card came up again. Okay. T. Carter. Smoke these cards. Scorpio. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Concerning T. Carter the Scorpio. T. Carter the Scorpio. T. Carter the Scorpio. T. Carter the Scorpio. Ebasa Rabashe Nedidiokosa. T. Carter the Scorpio. T. Carter. Esha Inando Rabasa. Ooh, the Scorpio got me stirred. Nedidiosaya. Abasa Rabashe. Ooh, the Scorpio being awakened. Scorpionic energy. I'm about this. Okay, I got you, babe boy. Chet Bet Tav. Scorpio T. Carter, it says, this is paying attention to your ancestors. Oh, this Scorpio is really getting into her shadow. This is ancestral. It says, I invoke the memories of loved ones who have passed on. I see them surrounded with the light of this name. I meditate on to elevate their souls to higher levels of the spiritual world. I am open to receive their guidance and their support. This is coming up strong again in your card. And this is actually your first card, T. Carter, Scorpio. This is dealing with Pluto, dealing with ancestry, spirituality. I think you already got, you already got that ancestor incense, but your ancestors are showing up for you. And they want offering. They want more offerings. We're going to have to figure out what is going on. Then, I almost did it again. T. Carter, your middle card is talking about depth of death, talking about transformation. It says, Nun Yud Tav. I now focus my attention and meditate on total conviction and certainty about the absolute demise of the angel of death once and for all. This is talking about complete, because this is for Scorpio coming up in your middle card. This is talking about, I just don't want you to be afraid. There's some great power in your life that is trying to manifest, and it's taking you through this metamorphic change, which is not a negative thing that's going on in your life, but your spirituality is becoming truly awakened. For it to come to a Scorpio, this is talking about the Phoenix. Whatever is going, things are coming to an end, but it is also bringing a newness. And then look at this outcome card. Do not be afraid of your power, T. Carter. This is your outcome card. Hey, Resh Chet. It says, I now establish an umbilical cord to the divine energy, ensuring a constant glimmer of light in my life, especially now when I am in a place of darkness. This is transformation. All three of your cards are talking about transformation in this darkness and growth. Talking about death when your middle card, and it's also talking about transformation. Remember, things get ripened when you're in a dark place. When it comes to your ancestors, I want y'all to do more studying because you need to be comfortable. Understanding that. Make sure that you are going to be comfortable, so as you begin to feed them, when they start showing up and they start speaking to you or dealing with you. Because right here, T. Carter, your first card was talking about they're there to guide and support you. Support you in your endeavors and guide you in what you're trying to accomplish. Verna wants to know, Mario, did you receive the $20 on PayPal? Huh? I can't.
No, I still have not got it.
No, Verna, it still did not come through. Where you, Verna? Wait a minute. Where are you from?
Tell her to send an email to Apostle Ely, and I will send her the link.
Verna, Brother Mario said send an email to me, ApostleEly@gmail.com, and he'll send a link, okay? But let me tell y'all guys, I'll get off here. I want to say this. Magic is understanding energy. And if you can understand energy, you will do way more better in your manifestations, okay? Huh?
You want to read for her? She's been every day on TikTok, and now she's trying to get a read.
Who?
But the money's not coming.
Verna, post your zodiac again for me. I'm going to do your reading. She's not giving up.
No.
I like that. That's what they call persistent. All you got to do is post your zodiac sign for me, Verna. Scorpio, okay. I got me a lot of Scorpio. If y'all knew what kind of energy I was in tonight, you understand why Scorpio energy. I'm in this energy. And I'm on the deadly side tonight. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to light. Show me what is going on with Verna, Ralph, the Scorpio. Ebasa. Nedidiosaya. I'm going to tell you this, Verna, right off the bat. It says, stop worrying. Watch what fit to happen. Edidiosai. I don't know what's going on. Edidiosai. Ebasa. Rabashedidiokosai. Edidioko rabasa. Dedidiokosai. Rebandedidiokosai. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. What is it that this Scorpio? Verna, Ralph, the Scorpio. What is it? Ebasa. Rabashe. Nedidiokosai. Rabandediosai. Yeah. Yes, they trying, but they will not succeed. That you can use water, but on my website, the ancestor incense, and you can use the High John for your answer because because of where you're headed, you use your High John Hydron, your road opener, and your ancestor instant together because of what you're trying to accomplish and get solidified. Feed them that energy and then place water there. Actually, T. Carter, where's that Kananga water? I'm gonna when you order your stuff, I'm gonna send you some extra stuff, and I'm gonna send you some wash that I want you to use for your ancestors. Okay, just email me. How's it spelled? Kananga, Kangag. Wait a minute. It's right here. It's right on this thing right here. Hold on just a minute. I'm going to read for you, Verna. That bottle right there. That small bottle. Yeah, that's it. This is it right here. But I already blessed this. But this is Kananga water. This is good for ancestors. This water right here. But I already blessed this. I'm going to send you some of that T. Carter. She real good to me. All right. Verna, you'll read your first card. Dispelling Anger. Verna, Ralph, Scorpio said Dispelling Anger. That came up in your shadow card. Pe Va Yud. It said, I remove the allure, the power of the world's controlling idols by invoking the power of this name. It says, anger is purged from my heart. My happiness and peace of mind are generated from within. They want you to pay attention to with what's going on the inside of you. But what you have to do, especially being a water fixed sign, cleansings are important for my water signs and my earth sign most of all. All of us got to cleanse, but especially my earth and water sign. This right card coming up for Scorpio and talking about anger, that means that something has picture. I'll be home this week and see. What? All right now. You might be able to come by my house while for Thanksgiving. I got people over there. Then your middle card deals with self-esteem. Let's find out what's going on with this Scorpio. It said, hey. With this divine energy of this sequence of letters, I connect to the power of the ancient high priest of the temple to heal all areas of my life. Verna the Scorpio, listen at this. Healing in all areas of your life, including health problems, financial difficulties, and relationship conflict. This is your middle card, which means there's a healing that should be taking place or going on right now in these three particular areas. Now, I don't know if you've been on my website, but my triple threat, triple action candle will work well for you. And also a reversal instant and money blessing and healing and cleansing. Because there's some stuff going on right now with you. But I want you to see this outcome card. It's listening to your soul. Now I want you to look at this, Verna, because you asked for it. Yes, I can read for you, gorgeous. I want you to see your first card talking about your inward work, and your outcome card is also talking about inward work. It says, Nun Mem. The whispers of my soul and divine counsel of the light are heard loud and clear. I know what I have to do, and I am willing and prepared to do what it takes to get it done. Verna, this is talking about you are aware of certain things that are going on, and you need to be taking action. Get out of your feelings. Take action. Being upset or displeased about things ain't going to change it. This your reading is talking about getting the work done to get yourself in a position so your outcome card will get you to a place where you can get stuff done that you need to get done. All right? I still would like for you to read Psalm 59 before you go to bed tonight. And then I'm going to read for these Scorpios. That's what I'm talking about. I'm in that vibration anyway. A lot of times people don't realize different spirits are at work through me, and so therefore I have different mood swings. It's a confirmation I'm reading for all these Scorpios. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. Gorgeous the Scorpio. Gorgeous the Scorpio. Guys, make sure you're liking up under this video and sharing this live. I appreciate that. And if you have not liked those other videos, I appreciate that. Seem like different things that just keep going on, but they know I'm overcoming. Huh?
10 likes.
We got 10 likes?
Yes, and thank Angela Mathis for the donation.
Thank you, Angela Mathis, for the donation. And we got 10 likes already. Thank you so much. Make sure you're liking up under that video. Gorgeous the Scorpio. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. Show me what's going on with Gorgeous the Scorpio. What is it that she needs to be paying attention to? What is it that Gorgeous is need to be paying attention to? All right. Gorgeous the Scorpio. Oh my God, her cards are always spiritual. Your first card, Gorgeous, it says absolute certainty. Absolute certainty. That's what they need you to be paying attention to. Ayin Resh Yud. By using this name, I fill my heart with certainty, gratitude, conviction, sureness, and trust. Woo! Look at this, Gorgeous. In your first card, matters of the heart. Making sure that you are operating in your own being, showing gratitude, conviction. This is the power of Scorpio tonight. Good God, Jesus. Your middle card, eliminating negative thoughts. In your middle card, it says, Ayin Lamed Mem. I am now switching off the destructive thoughts that emanates from my ego in the space that I have opened. A gentle radiance of spiritual light appears. Right here, Gorgeous. This is talking about, and I'm going to say this again. With this particular anointing on your life and this scorpionic energy, please, darling, I told you this before, be careful because it's coming up in your read again. Negative outlooks on people. Somebody going to get hurt. Your outcome card, contacting the departed souls. This is talking about ancestors. Your ancestors are showing up, even in your outcome card. Chet Bet Va. I evoke the memories of loved ones who have passed on, and I see them. I see them surrounded with light of this name. I meditate to elevate their souls to higher levels in the spiritual worlds. I am open to receive their guidance and support. Let me say this because it's such a strong Scorpio energy. Let me say this to all my Scorpio, sun rising sign, sun sign, and moon sign. This is the time to pour out your libations. Your ancestors are basically beating their chest. They're ready to move. Once again, this energy is coming up in this Scorpio energy. Your ancestors are there and they're there to be elevated. They're there to move for you. Take that guidance. It's whether they're coming to you and speaking to you, whether they're coming through in dreams, whether you just feel their presence. Ancestors are showing up strong in this energy. I'm gonna burn some ancestors tonight. This is the time. Make sure you guys are asking your ancestor for protection, but also giving them the assignment for the things you desire, because it will come to pass. They're there to support. They're showing up. Gorgeous. Before you go to bed tonight, honey, read Psalm 100. Read Psalm 100 and watch what happens. They're going to move. Psalms 100, honey. Yes. You should see how my incense flaming up in this pot. Yes, they showing up really, really strong in your read. Scorpios, y'all, be careful this month. Don't be speaking no negative. Because I feel that energy. Yes. All right, that's it. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And those that have liked and shared, I appreciate you as well. I want to say thank you to Gorgeous Scorpio, T. Carter Scorpio, Verna, that's another Scorpio. And then we got Monique the Cancer. Thank you so much, darling, and for your support, sweetheart. I want to thank Brother Mario Capricorn, Mother Susan Gemini, my son, my other Cancer. All right, Angie the Sagittarius, Kimberly Cancer, Brother Johnny Cancer, also Sister Jackie Taurus. Let me see what I got. Harriet Capricorn. Oh, she slid there. I know she getting her some red. That Capricorn said, "You're not doing it to me. You're not doing it to me." Jack, Sister Jackie, Angela Matthews, and she sent me a special offering. Thank you so much. That Pisces is so good to me. And I just met my Fiona. Fiona been riding with me so long. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. I love Fiona. Fiona be riding with her brother. Al Marie, all right, coming through. They showing up. Then we got Taurus, Al Marie. Let me see. King, you coming? Oh my God. Know what I'm gonna do? Al Marie, I apologize. I'm gonna put some extra stuff in there. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot. Antoinette the Virgo. Oh my God, oh my God. Can't believe I forgot. Too much on my brain. I do apologize, but I'm going to give you some extra because, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot that. I was supposed to be doing that. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Al Marie, please forgive me. Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. All right. All right, guys. God bless you.